Hello there and welcome to the Double Zero Challenge channel. We do just one thing on this channel. We take these two D10 dice and see how long it takes before we can roll a double zero. If you like to play along at home, please write down your guess now, but write it on your own piece of paper. Don't put it in the comments. Let other people watch the video and find out for themselves. There will be other things to explain as we go along, so let's get cracking. So, roll number one. And that's a 3 and a 5. I'll read them all out as we go. And that's a 0, but it's a 5. Remember, we're looking for a double zero. And that's a 4 and a 3. And that's a double 4. Now, although we're looking for a double zero, we'll take account of any other doubles because we'd expect to see 9 others on the way to odds of 1 in 100. But of course, real world conditions have other ideas. And that's a 1 and a 5. And that's a 0, but that's a 6. And that's a 3 and a 4. And we have a 2 and a 3. And that's a double 7, so we'll sling that on the doubles pile. That's a 1 and a 4. And we have a 3 and a 2. And that's a 0, but that's a 7. And we have a 5 and a 9. And that's a 0, but that's an 8. And we have a 6 and a 7. I won't make that very dated joke. 6, 7. And that's a 0, but that is a 6. And we have a 9 and a 3. And that's a 4 and an 8. And we have a 3 and a 4. And that is a double 7, our third double of the session. We have a 1 and a 6. And that's an 8 and a 6. And we have a 6 and an 8. And that is a double 4, which becomes our fourth double of the session. That's a 0, but that is a 6. And that's a 3 and a 6. And that's a 3 and a 7. And we have a 1 and a 2. And we have a 6 and an 8. That is a 5 and a 3. We have a 0, but we have a 2. That is a double 6. We'll sling that on the pile. That's a 0, but that's a 6. That is a double 5. And that's a 7 and a 4. And we have a 2 and a 9. And that's a 7 and a 3. And we have a 7 and a 3. And that is a double 0 on the 39th roll. way ahead of the 1 in 100 odds, and we saw 6 other doubles on the way. So well done if you wrote down 39 earlier. So this is video is much shorter than expected, but then what can you expect, with real world odds versus hypothetical ones? Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. You take care and roll on next time.